Sega.
The typing of the dead. Overkill.
Hello gamers, this is GameFreaks365. Today we're going to be playing the Typing of the Dead Overkill. This is a 2013 on-rail shooter that makes use of a keyboard on the PC. This game actually started off as the House of the Dead Overkill for the Wii, I believe back in 2009. They ended up porting it to PS3 to make use of the PlayStation Move. Alright, so we're going to be doing a blind playthrough, or at least a semi-blind playthrough. I played through the first 4 levels on agent difficulty just to kind of get a hang of how things are going. I'm going to actually up the difficulty, and we're going to see how it goes there, and I may have to lower the difficulty at some point, but agent seemed a little easy, so we'll go with motherfucker. Alright, so we'll start things off. Load screen kind of looks like an intermission screen from a 60s movie. By the way, I'm just going to let the cutscenes play. I'm not going to talk at all or offer any commentary. They're pretty cool, so I want you to enjoy them.
What's up, motherfucker?
They met as adversaries.
What the fuck was that for?
A monster made them allies. A secret agent, immaculate, intelligent, a rookie. They call him only G. His identity, a mystery.
You ever gonna tell anyone what that fucking G stands for? No.
A playboy cop. Isaac Washington. Make him mad, and he'll rip your balls off.
I'm gonna rip your motherfucking balls off!
Tonight, these unlikely allies will confront terror most foul in the blood-soaked halls of Papa's Palace of Pain. Be a courteous guest.
By tomorrow morning, I'll have my motherfucking revenge. Papa Caesar will be dead.
If we don't stop this mutant outbreak by tomorrow morning, we'll all be dead.
Because your first visit will be your last. Papa's Palace of Pain. Rated X.
This game has a lot of really cool cutscenes. Kind of has a really spaghetti western feel to it. And this does just use the keyboard, even for picking up items. It comes with House of the Dead Overkill, so you can play using either a controller or your mouse. We're gonna play through just using the keyboard. I never had a chance to play the original Typing of the Dead, which was released in, I believe, arcade in Japan, but it ended up getting released in the US on the Dreamcast. I heard it was really good. So I'm glad that they made a sequel to it. The Dreamcast, of course, had a keyboard attached to it. I don't think anybody used it. Should have grabbed that power up on this chandelier. If you ever played House of the Dead before, this game has more than just a resemblance to it. It's a port, like I said, of the Wii version of the game, House of the Dead Overkill. And if you're somehow not familiar with House of the Dead, basically what you have is a set path. It's a non-rail shooter, and you just kill a bunch of zombies. Each of the levels caps off with a boss fight, and like most arcade-style shooters, you're trying to get as high of a score as you can. I haven't taken a hit yet, which kind of surprised. I was expecting it to be a little more difficult. Just you wait, though. I guarantee I'm gonna get hit at some point. Headshot. Oh, slow time. You actually don't need to capitalize letters or use spaces. Which makes things a little easier. Oh, I don't know, actually it. For some people it might be easier, you can go a little faster, but it's also a little weird to not use space. Of course you can use space and the game will just ignore it. If you get stuck on a word, the game will just stay on the last letter that you correctly typed. Speaking of which, it just did it. The graphics in this are surprisingly good, considering this was a Wii game, at least originally. I'm guessing that the developers ported the PlayStation 3 version, which was cleaned up quite a bit from the Wii. Almost got all of them. This place is getting overrun. Corn has ears. Yes, it does. Ooh, that was close. Almost slapped me in the face. Ah. Wrong guy. I should have went for the iteration, dude. Oh, I missed that. Got it. There. Oh, I still haven't been hit, though. Well, I got health. Never mind. Picked up some health. Damn, these guys must weigh a ton. Winter is coming. Wouldn't that be crazy if the White Walkers were behind all this? Mind blown. Slow time. Yeah, just like the other House of the Dead, there are civilians that you can save. Help pad your points.
You saved my life.
Saved my life.
Shit, man, that ain't right.
And we're gonna go up there? See if we can help her. There we go.
Thank you.
Brains. Pint of brains.
Fucking hate these zombies.
Mutants? How many times do I have to tell you not to use the Z word?
If you notice any of the flashing things, you can pick them up with tab. Now they're throwing German at us. Gesundheit! Really botched that one.
Shut up and press the button.
Oh, they're disappointed. I thought they were gonna have a snack.
We should have taken the stairs. Washington, you okay?
No, I am not okay, asshole.
Shake it off, detective. Come on, let's move.
I like how all the zombies are just waiting around. I think they'd be charging us. They're obedient, I guess. What the hell is a swamp donkey? They have some interesting phrases in this game. By the way, they also have a downloadable dictionary, so you can add words. Alright, grab some health. Gotta look out for these fast ones.
Table manners.
Mother, these guys ain't human. I never seen this kind of crazy shit before.
All right, so what's the game plan? You
These
restrain
guys aren't
the
human.
subject, and
You
I'll lead an
think?
interrogation.
Fuck that, Columbo. Shoot to maim.
At least for this first level, the difficulty is not much different from normal. Or I guess I should say agent.
They're coming out of the shadows.
Slow time. I grabbed it too fast. It's gonna end. Nom nom. Bacon.
Run for your lives!
Think we should tell him the elevator's out?
I say we let him find out for himself.
A sadistic crime lord, master of a perverse science.
My darling Jasper, do you have a present for me?
They call him Caesar.
Our test subject at the hospital is showing progress. You've done very well, my boy. We shall celebrate this tonight with takeout Chinese.
A brilliant mind with a broken body.
You've gone too far, Papa Caesar.
His talents turn to evil to protect the sister who raised him.
You impotent cripple. Think of your sister before threatening, Papa Caesar. Next time you speak, turn the volume to 0. Fucking cabbage.
Nobody threatens Varla.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Freeze, bitches!
Because of the shocking nature of the following scenes, they are definitely not recommended for the squeamish or the easily offended.
What the? I can't get a clean shot.
Alright, so we have our first boss fight. See if we can take this guy out pretty fast. Need to look out for his projectiles.
Get out of my head, you motherfucking freak!
Sometimes the enemies will throw something at you, or if
Now, are you bitch?
an enemy is charging at you, you may want to push the backspace button, and that basically stops whatever word you are already working on, and then you can type in the other word, so you can attack the other enemy, or the projectile, like that.
fucking hell!
Whatever it is, just shoot it.
Not so fucking clever now, are you, bitch?
Pretty close to killing him. Another few hits should do it.
Get it!
There we go.
A family betrayed.
Tell my sister I love her.
Fuck! How do you say that shit without moving your lips? Gee, you see this shit?
An act of mercy.
It hurts so much.
I can help ease the pain.
No, you can fucking not! Shoot the motherfucker!
Don't you do tact? That's what I am going to fucking do. You know,
Shut the fuck up and shoot! Shit!
happy now? Fuckwit.
You fucking bastards! You killed my brother!
You're his sister?
You're his sister?
Carla Guns, a doting sibling to a crippled brother, forced into a life of vice. Now she's filled with a primal hunger for revenge. Mankind's last hope now rests on the shoulders of two men.
Caesar's heading to the hospital. We gotta stop that asshole before he gets there.
Tasteful ride.
Don't disrespect my wheels. She's my pride and joy.
We'll take my car.
The plantation house has claimed its victims, but with Papa Caesar on the loose, nobody is safe.
You died trying to stop Caesar. I won't rest until I've shot his fucking guts over half the county.
Oh, we did pretty well here. 97.53% accuracy. 133 kills. Alright, so that does it for this video. Go ahead and check out the next video for more Typing of the Dead, Overkill.